eyes leap off the page. It has to last without smudging. It has to have a fiber-free formula with a brush that's curved to color every lash. It has to make my eyes look big and beautiful. CoverGirl's demanded it. All you do is ask for it.
CoverGirl Professional Mascara.
MasterCard, I'm bored. Interest is piqued. MasterCard, I'd follow you anywhere.
It says here the temperature on Venus averages 800 degrees.
So let's go to the beach instead.
29 million miles away.
The beach is closer.
Here, finish this off before your ice cubes melt.
Is that what I've been drinking?
Yeah, they improved it.
That's 1 calorie? Oh, it's got that new sweetener in it.
It's sweeping the planet.
Which planet?
You know, the one at the beach.
Taste. Improved by Diet Pepsi.
Butter. Betty Crocker's best just got butter. Creamy Deluxe. The one and only ready-to-spread frosting that has added real butter. With Creamy Deluxe and Super Moist,
you and Betty Crocker can make someone happy.
I like to drive with the windows down and the stereo up.
Just for you, the sporty new 200SX from Nissan. Proof fuel-injected performance can be civilized. 5-speaker stereo, vocal warning system, full instrumentation in a cockpit designed for total pleasure.
Performance or comfort? I want both.
Come alive, come and drive. Nature motion from Nissan.
At your Datsun dealer.
America's meat and potatoes, McDonald's Quarter Pounder and fries. You're gonna be ready for it.
No one plays harder than America. All your meat and potato guys. Slam, bam, building up an appetite for a Quarter Pounder, Coca-Cola and fries. A down-home taste from a down-home place.
McDonald's Quarter Pounder and fries. America's meat and potatoes. Dig in.
McDonald's and you.
Superman 2. Tonight's ABC Monday Night Movie will continue in a moment.
An ABC News Brief brought to you by Sheer Elegance by Legs. Now from Washington, Tim O'Brien.
Good evening. ABC News is projecting Walter Mondale as the winner by a wide margin of today's Democratic Presidential Caucus in Iowa. Meanwhile, 3 other candidates, Senators John Glenn, Gary Hart, and Alan Cranston, are fighting it out for second place. President Reagan stole some of the limelight by visiting Iowa himself today, where he accused his Democratic rivals of having a dinosaur mentality that offers nothing for the future but a repeat of past mistakes. Peter Jennings and David Brinkley will have a complete report on the Iowa caucuses tonight at 11:30 Eastern Time. Now this.
Now there's a pantyhose with a look and feel of silk from the Orient. Sheer Elegance pantyhose by Legs. Silky enough to charm the samurai.
More than 1,000 black social service workers will receive $15 million from Illinois and Cook County. Those workers sued over a decade ago, claiming they were paid less than their white counterparts. Tonight on Nightline, a look at why the nuclear power industry is thriving in France but failing here. That's News Brief. More news later on this ABC station.
News brings something special to the Iowa caucus.
The American people have a habit, annoying the politicians, of making up their own minds. What will they decide this time?
Just what does the Iowa caucus mean? Jennings and Brinkley, special Iowa caucus coverage tonight.
It's a busy world we live in. It can take your breath away. When the going isn't easy, there's an easy going way. So relax and catch the feeling. Take off and get away. You're gonna like us, TWA.
Take your time through the airport. by reserving your seat in advance. Take a comfortable wide-body plane. Spread out in a spacious business class, or stretch out in a first-class sleeper seat. Across the country, across the world, nobody is working harder to make flying easier than everybody at TWA.
We're a spirit you can count on, a hand across the miles. We're a cloud to put your cares on, and an easy smile. You're gonna like us, TWA.
Throwing anger after another cop is shot.
At 11.
And now we continue with Superman 2.
First days, you know what they're like. Then I found Sure Natural has a super size. Sure Natural Super. It's the thin pad that makes first days as comfortable as last days. Look, other regular thin maxis give only this much protection. Sure Natural Super gives this much more protection. Sure Natural Super, the thin super that makes first days like last days. Could you button this for me? Sure Natural Super, the thin pad that makes first days like last days.
Nissan Trucks are corral this 4x4 and you round up the most powerful standard engine in its class, independent front suspension, and 8.8% truck financing.
Head them towards the canyon.
8.8 annual percentage rate. You can save up to $1,200 depending on options chosen. Only from Nissan. Now get 8.8% financing on any new Nissan truck at your Datsun dealer.
Okay, nothing to worry about. Food is coming down the home stretch.
Oh, wonderful, darling. We can't wait.
What'd I tell you? Come over here on a weeknight and we'll starve.
Yes, darling.
She's got a full-time job. When's she gonna cook?
Blue Flower Corningware Cookware.
Hi, Sheriff. Got a key? Can Grandpop get out of jail now?
No.
See-Through Vision's top-of-range cookware by Corning.
Hanging in there?
Couldn't be better. Couldn't be better.
Versatile microwave cookware by Corning.
Bet you thought we'd never eat it.
No. Never gave it a thought. I was having too much fun with the sheriff.
More chicken, Dad.
Sure.
Watch your cup, dear.
Not my cup. The little sheriff's cup. Right, little buckaroo?
Easy, dear.
Whatever you're making, we make it easier. Corning, that little blue flower, and a whole lot more. More means Corel dinnerware. You already know it's durable.
Sure, I know that.
What you don't know is there are more new attractive Corel patterns to choose from since the last time you looked. So look again, and again, and again.
Norman Lear brought you the Bunkers and the Jeffersons, families who changed the way Americans look at themselves. Now meet the Riveras.
Collectively, we're known as Los Aristocrats.
A Latino family that can't see what's so funny about their son, the comedian. Norman Lear's A.K.A. Pablo premieres March 6th.
So how come you didn't invite me?
Nobody was invited. They just showed up.
Aren't you wondering why I didn't show up?
Well, yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
When did you start drinking this?
Since they improved it.
Hmm. Now it's got NutraSweet.
Yeah.
It's good.
So, let's go over to Freddie's house.
Okay, but here's why I didn't show up.
Taste. Improved by Diet Pepsi.
I may not always show it, but there is a soft side to me. I share it with my family and my close friends. But there are times when nothing brings out my soft side quite like Jergens does. Jergens Lotion is extra rich in moisturizers to help my skin feel smooth, soft, and stay healthy looking. Smooth Jergens in and feel another side of you coming to the surface. I call it the soft side, and every woman has one.
Jergens, for the soft side of a woman. Guess who's been delivering around the world longer than most delivery companies have been around? Emery. We have the fastest scheduled door-to-door service worldwide for packages of any size, any weight, to go virtually anywhere.
Imposible, señor.
Si se puede, hombre. Mira.
We'll remove any obstacle that might stand in the way. Emery, fast door-to-door service, trusted worldwide.
Find paradise. Sun-drenched. Snowy white. Naturally sweet.
The coconut of
Almond Joy with creamy milk chocolate.
Taste it. Find paradise.
The coconut of TWA Mounds and Almond Joy.
Sunday. Come in from the cold and feel the heat of lace.
Superman 2, starring Gene Hackman and Christopher Reeve, will continue in a moment. Friday.
You can make your first jump now.
What? Bubba and Butkus are skydiving without a parachute. And Blue Thunder's out to foil an assassination Friday.
I think we have trouble.
Honey, how long before dinner?
At least 2 hours.
I'll never make it. I need a snack.
Well, we have peanuts, pretzels, potato chips.
I want something different.
Hold it. I've got just the thing.
Stella Dora breadsticks.
Sure, they're tasty, they're light, and they won't spoil your dinner.
They're also great for conducting.
Stella Dora breadsticks. They're not just for meals.
This Eyewitness News Brief brought to you by PeoplExpress Airlines.
Tonight on Eyewitness News, we have word that the man accused of shooting a police officer today was out on parole after committing another serious crime. It's a similar story last week, one that enraged the entire city. You'll recall that a paroled killer was charged for killing a cop then.
Also tonight, early returns from Iowa, where for the first time this year, people are voting for their favorite presidential candidates. And the power of music television, how it can affect the careers of rock singers. Tonight in a special report coming up at 11.
Someone's paved a highway in the sky. PeoplExpress Airlines, flying that costs less than driving.
And now we continue with Superman 2.
If my car doesn't get noticed, it gets traded.
Just for you, the new 200SX from Nissan. Your kind of car. Style to command respect. Fuel-injected aerodynamics with headlights that duck the wind. Designed like nothing else on the road. The new 200SX.
Anybody got a road?
Come alive, come and drive. Major motion from Nissan.
At your Datsun dealer.
When you need a little lift, but you just can't take a break, chew Wrigley's Spearmint Gum.
The cool, refreshing feeling of Wrigley's Spearmint Gum puts a little lift in everything you do. That good, smooth chewing, that crisp, clean taste. That Wrigley's Spearmint pickup is going for you.
Wrigley's Spearmint Gum really keeps you humming. Wrigley's Spearmint Gum keeps you humming along. Wrigley's Spearmint Gum really keeps you humming. Wrigley's Spearmint Gum keeps you humming.
I see by your job application, you've scored 6 million on the video game Munchman.
Yeah?
And I see you shot down 2 billion aliens from the planet Mongo.
Yeah.
You are good at computer games. So what do you know about computers?
If you're going to spend your time playing video games, why not play them on something that can also teach you about computing? Get a Commodore 64 or VIC-20. It's tough to grow up in a computer age without learning about computers.
Now, Washington's better.
Way better.
Nashville's better.
Far better.
Los Angeles is better.
Really better.
Now Holiday Inn is a better place to be.
Almost every 7 days, a brand new Holiday Inn hotel opens in the locations you want the most. Better hotels in the best locations. That's why we're number one.
Number one, worldwide host. First with what you want the most.
Call 800-HOLIDAY.
Holiday Inn is a better place to be.
This is an ABC News special report. The 84 vote in Iowa, brought to you by Sun Company.
Good evening, I'm Peter Jennings in Des Moines. All over this state tonight, Iowa Democrats have been deciding who they think should be the Democratic nominee for president. The early returns are now in from those caucuses all over the state, and ABC News is in a position to project that Walter Mondale is the winner, the projected winner of the Iowa caucuses by virtually a landslide. He has an overwhelming lead. The big fight here is for second place. Senator Gary Hart, with 33% of the precincts reporting, has 14% and is in second place. George McGovern and Alan Cranston are fighting it out for third. And the overwhelming loser here in Iowa tonight, even in those areas where he was expected to do well, is Senator John Glenn. I'll be back in just a moment.
People get a lot of fish out of these waters, and Sun Company gets a lot of oil. Over 3 million barrels a year. We know that sea life was here long before we were. This is a drill. That's why we have practice drills like this. In case of a spill, our containment unit would quickly surround the oil and help prevent damage. At Sun, we think putting our energy back into the environment is as important as getting it out.
Where there's sun, there's energy.
Well, this is the first big step for the Democratic candidates as they fight it out for the presidential nomination. How they do here is going to have a lot of impact on how they do elsewhere. As I said, ABC News is projecting Walter Mondale as the victor, and all over this state tonight it looks like Iowans like Walter Mondale. David Brinkley and I will be back later to give you a complete wrap-up on the returns. We'll try to explain what happened and why.
This has been a special report from ABC News. We now return to our scheduled program.
Here comes Nissan with the lowest factory-sponsored financing you can get. 8.8 annual percentage rate on any new Nissan truck. Save up to $600 on Nissan's lowest sticker price truck. Or up to $1,200, depending on the model and options you choose. But hurry, this 8.8% truck financing won't last. Get the best deal on the best truck now. 8.8%. Major savings on major motion from Nissan at your Datsun dealer.
Hi, kids. Nice vacation?
Terrific.
I love this sunshine. So do my oranges. Makes them naturally sweet. And I'm always here fussing, making sure that naturally sweet taste is in every can of my new Citrus Hill orange juice.
Great.
My oranges soak up a full year of sunshine till they fairly burst with naturally sweet Citrus Hill orange juice. A year of sunshine in every sip. Delicious.
Want to play tennis, Uncle Luke?
Can't. Gotta stay here and work on my serve.
New Citrus Hill orange juice. There's a year of sunshine in every sip.
That makes 12 pounds. I feel like a new woman.
You've celebrated for a week.
Well, you lose a few pounds, you buy a few things.
Ooh, even a new antiperspirant. Did you lose weight under your arms?
Don't laugh. This is new dry formula secret.
What's new about it?
Keeps me drier. It's the strongest secret roll-on ever.
It really works better?
Yep, and it goes on feeling dry. Not sticky.
New Dry Formula Secret goes on feeling dry to keep a woman drier, and it doesn't leave all the white residue of the leading dry roll-ons.
Not all that white stuff under my arms when I put it on.
Oh, well, I'll try it.
Sorry, Larry. Secret's for women.
But it's a new secret.
For a new woman.
New Dry Formula Secret. Now even stronger and still just for a woman. Scented or unscented.
This is David Hartman. Tomorrow we'll cover the Iowa caucus results on Good Morning America. Also, Desi Arnaz Jr. talks about his battle with alcoholism and his parents. Review of all and Desi Arnaz tomorrow on Good Morning America.
Tomorrow, Jack joins an art class to be the teacher's pet. And winds up in the corner when he has to bear all for the class on 3 company.
Could good times for one airline set off an industry price war? Tomorrow, watch ABC's World News Tonight.
Next on Eyewitness News, we're now told the man accused of shooting a policeman today was out on parole and has a very long record. It's a frightening similarity to a case just last week in which a parolee is accused of shooting 3 cops.
Also coming up tonight, bad news for John Glenn as the returns come in from the Iowa caucuses tonight. And also in a special report this evening, we're going to see how the people who run the music video cable stations have a big say in choosing the music we hear everywhere. Next on Eyewitness News.